Hi, this is John with Chest Freezer Cold Plunge, and in this video today what we're going to talk about is how to keep your water clean. If you've been doing cold water swimming or cold plunging in a natural body of water, you really don't need to worry about trying to keep the water clean. Nature takes care of that for you. You might have noticed that if you put ice into your bathtub or into another container like a small pool or a barrel, after some amount of time that water starts to get disgusting. It will start to smell, it starts to turn cloudy or changes color to green or gray. It's not this beautiful, inviting body of water to get into. And if that is the case, there are microbes growing in your water, and those microbes can affect your health. So if we're cold plunging for our health or for improved performance, it really is a good idea to keep your water clean. Think about the swimming pool industry, the hot tub industry. The entire idea of water sanitation and hygiene are two concepts that have massively changed the quality of life in the world overall. And in places in the world where there still are serious disease and health issues, a very large part of that is due because they do not have proper sanitation or hygiene systems in place.
One other thing to address before we jump in is the common misconception that people think because their water is cold enough that they're going to be safe from dangerous microbes. And this is simply not true. Microbes can survive freezing and they can become activated. Cold water can slow microbes down, but it will not prevent them completely from growing.
We're going to talk about how to keep your water clean. So if you've got a chest freezer, the most simple way to keep your water clean is just to drain it and empty it out as needed. And you might go a few days before that happens. It really just depends on your tolerance for filth or your preference for hygiene might be a better way to say that. If you're looking for options that will give you clean water, crystal clear water, appealing water, beautiful water, clear water on a regular basis, long-term, ready to go, three things are needed for a clean water plan. You must have circulation, filtration, and sanitation. Without all three of those in place, your water will get dirtier much faster. If you have all three of those in place, and they're in place correctly as a best practice that's recommended, you can have water that will be clean for a much longer period of time. How long that water stays clean depends on a lot of different variables. It depends on your hygiene practice, whether or not you wipe your feet. It depends on the initial water quality. It depends on how frequently the tub is used, how many people are using it. It depends on the water temperature. There's a lot of different things to take into consideration here. So let's talk about these three options. Number one is circulation. Now, if you have moving water, it's going to be cleaner than stagnant water. And as far as moving your water around, you could just get in there and move your arms and legs each time you get into the cold plunge. That's one option. The other option is to use a piece of equipment called a pump. There's many different pump options. You do want a circulation pump. That's transfer pumps, sump pumps, bilge pumps. Those are not designed for this job. You need a circulation pump. You can find circulation pumps in the world of aquariums, ponds, fountains, hot tubs, and swimming pools. We're going to dive into more detail about pump selection in a future video. The next thing is filtration. You've got a pump moving the water around, and then all that sediment that's in there, and the oil, skin flakes, hair, stuff that gets clumped up that your sanitation method kills, all that stuff needs to be filtered out of the water. Otherwise, if it's staying in the water, it's going to get cloudy. So you want to have some kind of filter in there, and there are various ways to filter and catch all the sediment that's in the water and remove it from the tub area itself. Some pumps come with filters built in. Some require a separate filter to be used. And again, we will dive into more detail in a future video. For sanitation, you essentially have two different options. You can use chemicals or additives, or you could use mechanical sanitation. For chemicals, that would include things like chlorine, bromine, hydrogen peroxide, salts. Essential oils are another option that some people have considered. And then for the mechanical options, you could use either ozone or you could use UV light. Just remember, you got to have these three things. If you want clean water and you want the water in your tub to last for a really long time, you need circulation, filtration, and sanitation. If you're finding these videos to be helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. You're also welcome to join my Facebook group. If you want to see some recommendations for products that I have used or other people have used and report great success with, also look in the comment section below. And if you want to get all of this information in one place, please buy my book. Your patronage helps me support not only our cold water community globally, but also my family as well, and is greatly appreciated. So until next time, happy cold plunging.